Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. In today's video, we will be doing something a little bit different. Typically, when I go over people's accounts, we go through all the skins they own, their pickaxes, their gliders, all that good stuff. But in today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So for each account we go over today, I'm going to check out everyone's Maya and rate them from 1 to 10. 1 obviously being the worst, 10 being the best possible Maya in my opinion. So I'm going to do this for probably 3 to 5 hours and we'll see how many Mayas we can actually go over today. But if you guys could, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications as well. Use my code kobesmindbusiness in the item shop, guys. I would definitely appreciate it. So for the first Maya in today's video, it is pretty standard. The all black design definitely isn't bad by any means. Let's check out the back of it. See, a pretty standard Maya, but I gotta say I like it. For this Maya, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's not creative enough to get a 10 out of 10 in my mind, but for the all black design, this one is so sick. I love it. For our second Maya, I would say it gets a little bit more interesting with this one. I do love the color scheme. I feel like I rated the first one too high with 8 out of 10. The all green color scheme with the colorful hair and the colorful tattoos as well. Man, this one is so good. I feel like it's too early to give it a 9 out of 10, but I gotta go with a 9 out of 10 here, guys. I don't know how it could get much better than this. I absolutely love the helmet design with the pink hair as well and those colorful tattoos. It's almost perfect. For our next Maya, it looks like we have a combination of the first and second one. We have a little bit of green, but the mostly black color scheme yet again. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of those today. I've got to say, this is definitely the worst so far. It's still not a bad skin, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10. For our next Maya, it's basically the same, but this one is worse because if you look at her boots, they're green for some reason. I feel like a lot of these Mayas are going to be very similar. The all black color scheme is going to be sickening after a while. I feel like for the boots, if you are going to go with the all black design, don't change it up when you hit the boots. Keep those black. If it's going to be a simple Maya, keep it simple and keep the black boots, not green. The purple scarf really doesn't hurt or help this one all that much in my opinion. I'm gonna have to give this one a 5 out of 10. This is easily my least favorite just because of the boots. For our next Maya, it looks like we have a little bit of a different color scheme that I like to see. Mostly black, but with a little bit more gray on it. I really do like the details on this one. It feels a little bit more fresh as well. I'm gonna have to give this one an 8 out of 10. I feel like I've seen this one before, but this green color scheme definitely isn't bad. I definitely like the tattoos and the face paint as well, so I feel like this one is a little bit lower. It could have been a lot higher if it did have those things, but it looks just a little bit too plain. I absolutely love the green bucket hat along with the rest of the green color scheme, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Okay, so we are mixing it up a little bit. We have the gray and green color scheme with the pink scarf. I don't really care for it all that much, guys. I am more of a fan of the singular color scheme. I gotta give this one a 5 out of 10. I do think that this color scheme works a lot better than green and another color. I would say gray and black look very good in my opinion. The more and more I see these, I know there are like 7 million combinations, but people really don't use those 7 million combinations. In total, I would say the vast majority, like 90% of people have the same 10% of Maya combinations, which is pretty crazy. I am sort of glad how I did mine since mine is so unique. I feel like no one else has it, but this, it's pretty simple, nothing too crazy, nothing too special. I have to give it a 7 out of 10. I do like the gray and black though. I feel like we've seen something pretty similar to this already in this video. I'm sort of losing track of all the Mayas, but I really like the hat with this color scheme. The green color is a little bit more dull. It's almost like a brownish green, and I think it looks very good with the rest of her green. I also like the pink hair as well. I've got to say, guys, a 7 out of 10 for this one. For this next style, it does feel like a lot more of a simple skin. I've used this word before in this video, and it does feel a little bit more refreshing than some of the other combos. Some of them just had a little bit too much going on with them. But I'm gonna be honest, I am a fan of those that do seem to have a little bit more detail to them. But I gotta say, I like this one for being more simple. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 still, guys. I do like the more detailed designs at the end of the day. I'm having some issues with logging into different people's accounts for some reason. Epic Games isn't allowing me to, so I felt like going over some different YouTubers fully upgraded Mayas. So the first one we will be going over is Tabor Hills, and I've got to say the red scarf is really what makes this one. If I were to make my own Maya again, I would definitely go no sleeves and only tattoos throughout the whole arm. His is a very simple Maya, but I still like it. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. For the next Maya, this one comes from Perfect Score on YouTube. I think really what we're getting down to is there aren't as many options as we think there are. Yes, there are 7 million combinations, but when I look at this, it seems so similar to all the different Mayas we've already talked about today. It seems like the only difference is the scarf, and a lot of them are either blue, maybe teal, or red, and that's it. It doesn't seem like there's very much variation between people's Mayas. This one, it's a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's anything crazy or special, but we'll keep looking, guys. Next up, we have Pizzo's Maya, and I wanted to go over this since he is a cosmetic YouTuber, and I wanted to see if he came up with anything interesting. I think he does take a lot of time to think out exactly what he should have done for his Maya, and that's what he said in this video. And I would say this is an example of something that is pretty unique. The shirt color is very simple, but it matches up with the boot color, and then the rest of the color scheme is green. He didn't go with the green shirt color because that matches up too much. He went with a different boot color because that changes it up and it matches with the shirt as well. I actually really like his Maya. I love that he picked the tattoos with the sleeveless shirt, and he does have some face paint, and the bucket hat looks awesome. I gotta give this one a 9 out of 10. So if you guys didn't know, I actually recorded a video of me randomizing my Maya, and I think the skin I ended up with is absolutely horrendous. I mean, look at it here. Here's another look at my Maya right here, but I feel like we need to discuss one thing before I end off this video. I think Epic Games made one of the coolest skins, in my opinion, ever created. It's one of the coolest ideas ever for a battle pass skin, and I really hope they do it again. But one thing I feel like they failed on, they didn't give us enough variety. So I think there are about 4 basic color schemes you could have gone with: gray, green, black, or a dull sort of white color if you wanted to go with the very basic plain Maya. To me, I just don't think that's enough. I think they could have gone crazy with it. They could have easily given us 4 extra color schemes to work with, but I feel like even then, that is not enough. I feel like if Epic Games ever does this in the future, they definitely need to enhance the amount of color schemes you can work with. I feel like the different upgradable styles, again, was not enough. They could have done a lot more with it. They could have given us easily 5 more hat options, different armor options, different pants options. There's so many different combinations they could have given us, but they didn't. So if I were to rank this season's battle pass skins, Sky number 1, number 2 is Meowscles, number 3 is Maya. After this video, I'm feeling like Maya may be a little bit further down because I finally realized there just aren't as many combinations as I thought there was. I know there are over 7 million combinations, but those combinations really don't look all that different. So at the end of the day, it seems like we have about 10 different combinations. Look at this video. A lot of these Mayas looked very similar, almost identical, to the point where you can't even really realize what's different about them. So I feel like for next season, Epic Games definitely could increase the amount of combinations available, or if they're not going to do that, at least give us a larger variety of color schemes to work with if there are only 7 million combinations. Because again, I feel like that number doesn't do it justice to how few combinations there actually are. But make sure to tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think I'm being too harsh on these Mayas? I felt like overall the Mayas that we saw today were good, and I rated most of them above 5, but that's because they are all very similar. I would like to be able to rank them below 5. I would like more of a variety. That's really all I'm asking for, guys. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications as well. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.